All right, guys, so I'm going to do two more examples of factoring, and then that should be it. All right, what I have here is I have another trinomial, 3y squared minus 12y minus 288. So the very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to set this equal to a function. Now I'm going to change this to x so that I can graph it. Right, that's the first thing I'm going to do. And now I'm going to find the GCF. So just like we did before, let me take go to my calculator, go to this screen here. Let me get rid of all this stuff, menu 15. Then I'm going to go menu 25. And I'm going to start with the bigger numbers, 12, comma, 288. Let me see, what's the greatest common factor? Okay, 12 is. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, since I have one more term, is I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to see what we got here. So 3 is the greatest common factor. So 3 is the greatest common factor among all these three terms. So if I go to my iPad, I'm going to write the GCF is 3. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to graph it. Let me get rid of this, menu 14. And then let's put in the new one. It's going to be 3x squared minus 12x minus 288. Boom, done. I don't see the other zero, so let me zoom out. Menu 44. Normally you have two zeros for quadratic, so I found it. So now I'm just going to do menu 61. That'll give me the left one. And then I'm going to do menu 61 again, and that's going to give me the right one. All right, so those are my two zeros. I'm going to write those down. X equals a -8 and x equals 12. So if I go to my paper now, I'm going to set these equal to 0 by adding 8 to both sides. And then on this one, subtracting 12 from both sides. All right, so those are my two factors. So it's going to be x plus 8 times x minus 12. And I take my GCF, put it out front. It's factored completely, and we're done with that one. That's it. So make it into a function. Find the GCF in the three terms, and then graph it and find the zeros, set the zeros equal to, set those equations equal to 0, and then those are going to be your factors. And just make sure you keep that GCF there. I'm going to do one more example, and then I'm going to call it a night. All right, so here we have factor 18x squared minus 2 completely. So what I'm going to do is make this into a function. Find the GCF. Well, I know the GCF is going to be 2, because 2 is a factor of any even number. So that's my GCF. So now what I'm going to do is I am just going to graph it. So go here, get rid of this menu 14. And then I'm going to do menu 45 to take us back, and then tab. And I'm going to do 18x squared minus 2. Press enter. Got 2. Menu 61. Let's see, go here. All right, got a decimal. Menu 61 again. Got another decimal. So I got two decimals. Remember, they don't like decimals, they don't like fractions. So I'm going to take this 0.33333 and I'm going to change it into a fraction. So I'm going to go here. Let me get rid of this menu 15, and then I'm going to put in 0. Now you got to put in, even though that one didn't have a bunch of 3s, it's going on forever. Just put in like maybe 15 3s or 15 numbers, and then I'm going to do menu 22. And it's telling me that the fraction is 1/3. So it's going to be x equals a -1/3, and then I'm going to have x equals a positive 1/3. Okay, so from here, I don't need to calculate anymore. I'm going to add 1/3 to both sides, so it's going to be x plus 1/3 equals 0. And then over here, I'm going to subtract 1/3, so it's going to be x minus 1/3 equals 0. Now, to get rid of those fractions, I'm just going to multiply everything by 3. Everything by 3. So this is going to be 3x plus 1, and this is going to be 3x minus 1. Those are my two factors. So, by the way, I also multiplied 0 by 3, but 0 times anything is just going to be 0. But I should make that clear. And so here are my two factors. Boop. And don't forget your GCF that goes out front. Boom, there is the complete factorization. That's it. So make it into a function, find the GCF for the terms, and then find the zeros once you graph it. If the zeros are decimals, you got to change it to fractions. Then you got to get rid of the fractions by multiplying by whatever the denominator is. And then you've got your factors. And then once you get your factors, put them together, and do not forget to put the GCF on. All right, guys, that's it. I hope this is helpful. If not, you got to let me know. Send me a text, call me, email me. All right, bye.